Alison is definitely confused, but the relationship that she's having right now with Hermes is actually genuine.
Well, so Doyin and I, we started as good friends, and honestly, she's a good person. She's cool people and all of that. But those are people have differences, and I feel like we were not able to come to terms with our differences, and it just kept becoming a problem. And we kept on arguing, and at the point we were like, let's just be friends, so that we don't lose it all. But then even the friendship wasn't working, and we just had to stop everything that we were doing all together. But all in all, no bad energy towards her. Like, we settled it before I left. The week I was leaving, I tried to settle it with her. And then when she comes out, if she still wants to be cool, I'm down for that. So yeah.
I was fine with Amaka, coming from the fact that Amaka came to me and telling me that she liked him. So for me, I was not having, who am I to say that they should not be together. Regarding Rachel, the issue was that as from day one, I told Giddyfia that there is fire in the mountain. Something was happening. He keeps telling me, no, like it's in my head, like I'm seeing things that is not happening. So that was my concern. And even her, I had a conversation with her, she told me that no, never. It's like, the matter is very confusing, but at that point, I don't even care. I wish them the best.
The case between Rachel and I, that I had to say I came out with my full chest, is because I felt like as friends, our loyalty has been tested time without number, and we still passed that test. So what we're saying with my full chest is because we know that, okay, with everything we have been through, you have still been there and all that. So we're like, if we want to be open about it, there's no more like sneaking behind doors and all that. We'll talk openly, because nobody really cares how you feel. It's just you that needs to look out for yourself. And the few people that, they got your back inside the house. So yeah, that's what I meant. Diana and I never talked about, I'm calling them my women. Diana and I never actually talked about it since the outburst she had with Rachel. That's because, to me, I was actually disappointed. We talked before that night that it happened, and why did that happen? Then secondly, I feel she was pissed. She was pissed and she didn't want to talk to me. So when I realized that they don't want to talk to me, like I said, I cannot stay where I'm not appreciated or accepted. So I just had to bounce, like really. At that time, I just really had to bounce, feeling like maybe I don't owe anybody an explanation since nobody wants to listen.
So me and Giddyfia, we started as friends, then we became best friends. Then at some point, the relationship started to escalate. For myself, I think it was defined, but apparently it was not.
From the onset, I wasn't really into Chichi like that. And, it wasn't because of her. It was because, of the... Like, going into the house, I just didn't want to be with anyone. You get? So it wasn't a problem that came from her. But then later on, I felt like, what? Let me actually get to know this girl and see... Let me actually get to know Chichi and see if there will be something there for me. And I did my own part. We had conversations, which I felt was right to do. And during the conversation, then I realized that, okay, she's cool people. I want to get to know this girl better. So, we started getting to know each other. And me, like, I don't really know how to, express my emotions like that. So while we were getting close, maybe people saw that. They were not seeing it in my expression, like, oh, Deji liked Chichi. So that's not my fault, like, that's them. Like, they were trying to read a lot of meaning into it. But for me, I felt like, I made the effort, and the effort paid off. Like, we got close, and we before I left the house, we were really, like, very into each other. And, we knew a lot about each other. So yeah, at the end of the day, all in all, yeah, I was actually into Chichi.
Alison is definitely confused, but the relationship that she's having right now with Hermes is actually genuine. It's very cute to look. They are very sweet. They look beautiful together. They have a lot of respect for each other and a lot of care, of love. It's really sweet to watch.
When it comes to Sheik's and Bella's relationship, I got into the house, seeing them. I mean, they look cute. I heard it was love at first sight. All right, cool, fairy tale. But then later on, I started seeing some things. I'm like, yo, like, this is not something anybody would want to be in. Like, they were always arguing. I've been around where they've broken up twice, and then they don't even think about it. They're back together after 30 minutes. I feel like those running ways, like, people handle things. Like, if you feel like, okay, you're breaking up with someone, take some days, think about it before you decide to come back. But just like instantly. So for me, I saw a lot of, toxicity in Shegs and Bella relationship. But then I never wanted to like get myself involved. I never spoke to. It was only once I tried to advise Shegs that, yo, if you're trying to like talk to Bella, talk to her where people won't be hearing, or try to wait after the show. And tell her the things you don't like about her. Like, nobody is perfect. She's not perfect. You're also not perfect. Like, but in summary, that relationship, they might really like each other, but then it wasn't looking healthy to me.
I didn't feel betrayed by Adekunle because I mean Rachel is a sweet girl. There's nothing you would not like. If you get to spend time with her, you might actually get carried away and you'll be thinking this or that. But Adekunle and I had a conversation and he told me that he felt like Rachel was avoiding or running away from him. Or running away from expressing anything she would have. And he would understand because he feels like even Rachel does not want a relationship and all that. But he had like he has conversations with Rachel when she said she can't do anything with him because he's Giddyfia's friend. So he read meaning to it that she feels like Rachel has feelings for me and all, yeah. So I wouldn't feel betrayed. I just felt like everybody, when it comes to a matter of babe and girl, the best man wins. Everyone stands a chance. So I cannot carry my whole egg and say this is where I plant my flag.
The fact that I was the oldest in the house definitely like affected my game in the house, and I tried my best to overcome it and try to adapt and to adjust into the house, but it was not an easy challenge, to be honest with you.
Proud to Big Brother, I was involved in a lot of things. I mean, mostly I was a 9-to-5 guy, pharmacist, quality assurance specialist, and all of that. But what should you guys expect? Obviously, I still want to like keep, the things I was doing, like modeling, fashion designer, because I have a fashion line, and also content creator, But then I was mostly talking about fragrances. But now after Biggie's house, I want to expand. I want to talk about lifestyle, talk about different things, because now I feel like there are a lot of people listening and watching. So I want to educate people in that aspect. I still want to be on my modeling grind. Not just Nigeria, like Africa, United States, UK, everywhere. And also, being in Biggie's house, we're doing a lot of tasks, which involve like singing, acting, comedy, doing a lot of stuff. So I also want to like, dive into those fields, basically entertainment field. And also I want to be in people's faces, let's say billboard, endorsement, all these things. Like I just want to like be in the right situation. I'm obviously not going to do everything, but I'm going to do the right things and make sure that, people have, people get a lot of me along the way. So yeah.
Giddyfia, like I always say, is a big brand and will always be a big brand. So like he said, we got so many taxes in Big Brother's house that made us to discover plenty parts of ourselves that we didn't even know were there. But prior to that, I always knew I had hosting, presenting, and acting in me. So I would really want to chase that. I would want to do. I'll pursue that very well. Like I always say, I look forward I look up to people like Ebuka, Uti, Yamaoli Gavo, and them, and so many others. But those are the kind of things I would really love to be involved in. I studied engineering, mechatronics to be precise, so I wouldn't want to throw that away also. But I'd want to go on the control part of it, which is tech. And yeah, it's more of like awareness. I thank Big Brother for the platform, because I know it has given me that assurance that my voice can be heard now, and I could do what I want if I want to do it properly. And I'm also open to brand influencing and so many other things, advertising. I don't want to be all out there. I feel if I put dedication, hard work, and my full energy to it, the sky's my starting point.
So let's start with the skin routine. Number 1, wash your face properly with warm water. Number 2, use a scrub that is not too aggressive on your face. Number 3, apply vitamin C morning and evening. And number 4, of course, apply a nice moisturizing cream. Now, regarding what's next for me, I will say, so number 1, it will be beauty and skincare, of course. Like, this is not even a secret. Number 2, I will say entertainment industry. I'm looking into acting. I'm looking into TV presenting. And since this morning, I'm looking into radio station, of course.
Hi guys, my name is Deji from Big Brother Nigeria Season 7.
Hey, my name is Diana from Big Brother Nigeria Season 7.
And this Giddyfia from Big Brother Nigeria Season 7.
We are live at Clout Africa.
Reach out, get clout.
Clout. Reach out.